Hey people, welcome to my nightmare. New Holland mini excavator. Woo, I don't know where this is gonna get edited in. Look at that car, man. Yeah, I'm working on that today. Not really. I'm working on getting to work on that again. People don't seem to understand I got this mess of a life going where I have a million responsibilities, and I dedicated a few months to that really, and now I've got to do a bunch of other stuff to catch back up. Then I'll get some time back to that. Speaking of which, yesterday we did our install of our 1450 big 220 plug down here. That went smoothly. I probably should have recorded some of that so that you knew I actually did it. But that gives me the option of charging a Tesla on like a fast charger, level 2, or what it's really there for is so I can bring out my my dad's old stick welder that I have. That's from like the 70s at the newest. Plug it in that puppy and use it to weld the bucket onto my mini excavator, because I've been doing a lot of excavating for my other project for the concrete, and the bucket's just loose like that. I gotta weld it so that it just doesn't tilt like that. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do now, but I'm gonna do some stuff now. I'm just checking in with you guys. There's that. I don't even know where I'm heading next. And then I want to do wheels and tires on the Gremlin. And, I've got to put a bumper on my truck because I'm an idiot and I smashed into the back of a guy. Hey, how you doing out there, bud? Sorry about that. Fucking A. Fucking A. All right, I'm going to keep going. Hey, people, welcome to my nightmare. New Holland mini excavator. 6-ton, I think. 3-ton? 3-ton, 6,000 pound, something like that. The fucking starter, which is what I need to change, is buried in there. I can't get my hand in to anything. I have to go from the other side over there, away over there. I have to shoot an extension through all this craziness, straight back 3 feet into the machine. 3 feet into the machine. And be able to hook that bolt up. What the? Whoever designed this, you were an evil, evil man. One little cover, like a little cover, and I could get to those bolts super easy. The upper one's not so bad, it's the lower one. Down here, it's all steel. It's a steel plate that goes straight down. All of this stuff is one plate that goes all the way around this. Not one plate, but one piece, because it's welded together. I don't even know. I mean, I would love it if I could unbolt somewhere up here and tilt it like an excavator. I mean, not an whatever, my track loader. You know, big Jim. I take a couple bolts out, boop, whole cab tilts back. Now I'm wondering if I can do that. I don't think I can though, because all these go through to the chassis, the roll bar and stuff. Yeah, it doesn't do that. That would have been great. Anyway, welcome to my nightmare. I'm probably not going to show you anything else. One day you'll just see me using this again. But I just want you to know that I am busy doing stuff. I'm not neglecting anything except for my car. And that will be done soon enough. Okay. I lied, I'm back. This is what I was using. 2 12-inch extensions taped to a 24-inch extension. Now I bought, these little ones don't matter. They're just going in the collection of garbage. 2 24-inch extensions. Let's see how rigid they are. The problem was those sagged. That doesn't actually sag too bad. But it's getting it back out that's the other problem. So I'm probably going to put a tack welder right there. I might tack weld on a 17mm socket, shove that damn thing through there, and try to get my bolt. I've lost my mind. This is why. It has nothing to do with anything else. This is it today. The excavator. That's why I've lost my mind. One everyone. I want you to know I've been online, I've been on forums, I've been on everything. I own the manual for this. It does not talk about this plate being removable, and everywhere I can feel under there is an edge. I can't feel this edge, I can't feel that edge. So you know, it was one bolt. It looked like it was going to a wiring harness, just holding that wiring harness in place. It wasn't, it was holding that panel in place. I'm really mad. I was literally like gonna set this thing on fire, torch out that plate. Let me take you over there. Okay, this is my nightmare. This is where that plate is. Whoop. And I can now just get right to that bottom bolt. It made total sense. I looked, I felt, I checked. I guess I should be happy, but I'm not. I'm mad. I'm mad about how hard that was. I'm putting this video out for the guy who's trying to do this next. Now there's a video. This is like a very uncommon machine. Sure, they made thousands of them, but you know, Bobcats, all those are out there. This is the New Holland E27B. I unbolted the entire block of hydraulics that I now have to bolt back on. I tried to get that out, but that was too hard. The radiator, it's in there. Just so I can get a little cleaner shot with that extension. My new 4-foot extension. Man. All right, I hope my failure inspires the rest of you to just keep going. And double check stuff. I swear I looked at that. I swear. There was no way that that plate was coming out. Just under here, angled in. This one bolt was there, and it just looked like it went to like the wire looms and all that stuff. It didn't. It went to the plate. Nothing else goes to that plate. I don't know if I'm putting that bastard back in. That was so evil. I guess that's 2 holes in it. Anyway, I'm gonna put it back together now. Genuinely not putting that panel back in. No one's ever gonna have to do that starter again, but I don't even know. I mean, maybe I'll put it in. Maybe it's stopping the heat from the exhaust from getting into the hydraulic lines. Here's the bastard. That's it. That's the one that you need to take off. Under here, that screw, after you take out the floor plate, that's the only bolt holding it in. It's not one piece. It feels like one piece. There's wiring attached. Everything feels like it's there. It's not. It's all just messing with you. you ever do it, this is also where your fuel sender is, right there. I don't want to talk about this anymore, but I'm going to. If you're doing the starter, E27B, New Holland mini excavator, take your seat off, take this plate off, take this plate off, well, the floor plate too. Leave this one. Leave all the shit on that side. Take off this bottom bolt, pull that. You're going to be able to reach that and reach the top bolt, both with the short extension on a deep socket. Holy hell. I wish somebody would have posted that. It would have saved me like my entire day of effing around.
Bolts. Good stuff. That's it.
I probably should have mentioned my bucket is super loose. This is a WR-XLS. Wayne Roy and then XLS. Somebody out there has one, they're crying right now because that bucket is stupid expensive, but it's completely worn out because it's been loose for so long. Everything's cracked, everything's worn. A new bucket costs too much. To fix that would cost too much. I'm gonna buy a better system that is universal now, because this is far from universal. This is very specialty. So like this bucket over again would be $2,000 or something. Or if I buy a more universal coupler, a newer version, maybe it's a $600 bucket. And that makes it so I can replace the bucket with actually a nice one and have a really narrow trenching bucket, which is probably this size. A little bigger bucket, maybe a grapple or something kind of cool. But this one's absolutely worthless. So I'm just welding the crap out of it right now with tiny wire, too much amperage, everything. Just so I can dig some other holes and not have it wobble everywhere. That's my goal. I've got a big stick welder, but I don't have a plug for it in here. So until I have a plug for it, this is the best I can do. And then I'll bust out the big stick and bah! But I hope to replace it. Look, this bolt is bent. It's bent. It's worn. It's awful. Look at this. Look at that. There's no way you could even get that off. It's awful. The pin is rounded out. That's wrecked. The bucket is literally cracked along the back. Cracked. Worn and cracked. This should be a tight fit with a good pin. This is my dinky little weld. My other dinky little weld. I got more welds to come. I got a lot more welds I have to do to make this stay. But this is just a start. So I'll speed this up really fast. Give me 28 seconds. Okay, that's all we're going to see of this guy today. I'm not even going to show you backing it out. It's just gone. That thing's fun. Well, the Gremlin has a huge, well, not a huge leak, but a disgusting leak. Let's look at this. It's like caked on the sorry guys. It's going to be sweat from here on out through the summer. It's hotter than hell here. Look at that. It's like goo. Why would it have like it's like not an oil, but like a grease coming out the backside of that transmission. Or maybe it's the backside of the motor. I don't know. Something else to dig into. I don't want to do it, man. What I want to do is put this concrete in so I can put my lift in. My concrete, I looked at the plan after drilling a couple test holes. It's like 3.5 inches thick, which isn't thick enough. And then I'm right on my freaking footers because there's one that runs right down the center of the shop there. One on the edge. So those are 12 by 18 deep. The problem is everything is in probably 2,500 PSI concrete, and I need 3,000 PSI or more to hold the anchors and everything. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut out a big section here. Cut out a big section here in the middle, right? And then just dig it a little deeper, re-pour it with some new rebar in it, and make it so that it's, 8 inches thick or something in that section. Do I want to do that? Not at all. Not at all. But I'm going to have to do it. You know, I'm aware that welding rods are only supposed to be kept for a certain amount of time because they get funky, I guess. These are from Sears, and this pack here cost $5.49. No idea what year. But we're gonna rock them. We're gonna rock them. Okay, I mentioned that this is my dad's welder, and after thinking about it, it might even be back from like the late 60s, mid 60s. Sears and Roebuck. Secondary, I don't know. Colormatic 230 arc welder. I learned how to weld on this thing, and I welded on my first project ever is that bike frame back there. Can you see that? Little Schwinn Stingray. I found that Schwinn Stingray in a like a runoff channel. Somebody probably stole it from somebody. They wrote it, threw it in this channel. It had a 26-inch fork on it with a little front wheel, and then the normal, like, whatever, 12-inch rear wheel for a Stingray. It was cool, man. I fixed it up, and then I took it apart, then I said, Eventually I cut the center tube out. So yeah, anybody who's a purist on Stingrays, because I was gonna do welded chain, because I'm like a gangster lowrider. I just went, I'll put that out there. But anyway, this is the first machine I ever used. And I'm going to use it again today, and it might be the last machine I ever use if it zaps me good enough. But let's see if we can do some repair on that bucket and make some progress. Oh yeah. I swear, this thing has a similar capacity to my MIG welder. It'd almost make more sense to just put in my thick wire and run the MIG, but this would be fun, reminisce about the old days. That's ugly. It's been 100 years since I stick welded anything that won't turn on. It's as awful as I remember. It's smoky, and of course I'm on the smoke side. I gotta turn up my fans. It's full of, you know, slag and shit. Oh my god, I forgot how awful this is. But it was working. It's not as bad as it could be. That's with my little MIG, but running it like way too hot for the wire that was in there. And that's right now. I mean, you could talk shit. That's fair. Just keep it to yourself this time. To me, that's gonna hold, and I'm happy about that. So we're gonna keep going. Don't look at that. That is so bad. That's that, folks. It's not pretty in any way, shape, or form. Not pretty. I'm on third. But it will hold. If it breaks, I want to inform you because I have no feeling. Nasty. I know Mike, my pipeline friends, if anything that I apologize for my stick welder. I apologize. That's that. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. All right, everybody, I appreciate you sticking with me through this It was a long week of fixing things, and this is just a couple days of it. But those welds will hold. They're ugly, but they'll hold. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. I hope this video helps somebody who's doing that same repair. Remove that one stupid plate. It caused me all the problems. See you next week.